Telmo, how you doing? Hi, hi.
Oh, André, my
I
God.
botellas. There's bottles everywhere in this office. Holy shit! Hold up. My God. And also, you know what fell down? The
Oh, my
2006.
God.
I gotta be careful. Anyway, great to
Fantastic.
see you. Wow, it's been a long time, huh? It's been
Oh, my God.
crazy, right?
Yeah.
Well, let me introduce you to people who don't know who you are. So we're with Telmo Rodriguez. We're in the garden of Remelluri, actually one of the great wineries of Spain, as everybody knows. And I thought we'd take this incredible day to just sort of chat a little bit with Telmo, so he can sort of explain a little bit about the vision of where Remelluri is, what the future is, and then we're going to go back in time a little bit because Remelluri straddles both the past and the present at the same time. So, Telmo, I'll leave it to you to explain a little bit about the history and of this incredible estate that is in your family for a while.
Yes. Well, Isram, I feel very privileged to be back in Remelluri, but this is a family estate. Um, the great wine places, they were not invented. So the great places, at least in Europe, they were there since, I don't know, the 10th or the 11th century. I said I'm privileged because I'm working in a place that this gesture, the now that we are in spring, that the vines start pushing, and you see that the vines have been pushing here for 1,000 years, and that to be able to be part of this history, even if it's in a small part of the time, I think is great. And then this, we have the Toloño mountain behind us with the Roman sanctuary, with the monastery. And I think this, for a wine person like me, I think this is everything that you could dream about, no? To be part of this place, and to be able to make wine.
So this winery has this incredible history, right? Going back, like you said, ninth, 10th century, and it's really your parents, right, that start coming here, right, many years ago,
Well,
right?
I think all what I did the last 30 years. I think I'm following the education we had at home. I think that my parents, they were very visionary in the 60s when they found this place. They fell in love of this place. In that time, I think we had 15 hectares of vineyards. There was no electricity, but it was a lot of beauty. And so my father was doing a lot in culture and in archaeology. So he started, and he was an entrepreneur. So he started studying the history of Remelluri, and he realized that it was in a place that it was historical. So there started the relationship with the property, and they decided to give their life to this property. And everything in Remelluri was about culture. I always will remember in Remelluri, the lunches, they were not with wine importers or merchants. They were always with people from the painters, or people from archaeology or from poetry. And I think we had a very, very original life in Remelluri. And I think all this life, all this energy at the end gave a very interesting shape to this place.
So tell us about where we are today. So Remelluri now, you've been back, you obviously have quite a trajectory in the wine business. You run a lot of properties under Compania Telmo Rodriguez, but it's really in 2009 with you and your sister that you're now shaping the next step of Remelluri. So what is the future of Remelluri, and where do you see the vision of the property?
So I left Remelluri 15 years ago. I came back with my sister in 2010, and and Remelluri was in my blood. So, and I knew that the beauty of Remelluri was here. We don't want to be a beautiful estate. We want to produce an amazing wine that is born in this amazing place. No? I expect Remelluri to become a very, very important property. And I don't say this being pretentious. I believe in Remelluri because I think the energy of this place pushed me to do that. And that's why I'm agreeing with my brothers today. Today, we are the second generation. My father passed away. Now we are not sons, we are parents of a new generation that now they start understanding Remelluri. And I said to my brothers, and my brothers accept that we have to do something much more intense. And this is the point where we are now. And I think that, you know, I believe in this project.
Yeah, I think that's great because, you know, I think, you know, you and I have talked that you're at this point of inflection, right? Like 2014 vintage seems like a very important vintage for you, right? Where you now see, right? You've been working and guiding the wines. Tell us a little bit about, because we're going to be releasing the 2014 Reserva in the fall. So tell us a little bit about this wine.
That was a very good vintage. Everything was tuned, and we started like in a new era of Remelluri. The history of a property is never ends, and I think there is a lot to do. Today, I'm still excited with new things, but 14 will show us a picture of Remelluri much more focused.
Yeah, no, that's true. I mean, I agree with you. I think the 2014 is incredible, and I think that it's not the end. It's just the beginning of this journey. You know, when I think about that, then, you know, one of the things I'm really also excited about is this release of the Cellar of 2006, because I think that what people have to understand, you know, Rioja has an incredible history of really long-lived wines, and one of the great places to have, you know, long-lived wines was certainly where Remelluri is, all these high-altitude vineyards with good acidity. So tell us about your idea to release this 2006 and how it fits into the vision of the future of where Remelluri is, that the past connects to the future.
Well, I think the beginning of this project is that I think that when I came back to Remelluri, I wanted to age wines. I think there is a big opportunity, and I think it's a way to help our customers and the people that they love our wine, is to offer them wine that they were aged. It's true that Rioja, I think Rioja is an amazing wine region that we have to rediscover. But it's true that Rioja, one of the, you know, a great wine is a wine that shows its origin, that shows where it's born, and is able to live long time. This is the principle of great wine. No? And you know, Rioja, if you taste wines from the 30s, from the 40s, you can have amazing emotions. As a wine man, I learned a lot about Rioja drinking very old Riojas. For example, now in Remelluri, we have a collection that I bought from the 40s and 30s. I remember 2 months ago, I was drinking a 34 Tondonia that is an amazing wine. And we should show the beauty of those old Riojas.
You know, I tasted the 2006 recently, and it's beautiful. It's still very youthful, right? This is a wine that to me shows, I don't know, a lot of youth, a lot of freshness.
It's true that we love the 2006 because for me it's young, but I think is a wine that, again, I think starts showing the tannin of Remelluri. I think, you know, Remelluri is a property that is very original because it's a winter property in the sense that the grapes in Remelluri, they are mature and they are ripe in October, in the late October, early November, and this creates a very original tannin. You see this tannin that is very much related to the clay of the Toloño mountain.
I think it's really important to note, you know, how extreme, you know, the harvest is and how late it can be. And that fact of those tannins. The other thing we should really point out too, that this wine has had perfect provenance because it's been matured and aged in the cellars of Remelluri. It's never moved. And of course, everybody knows that when we move this wine, it'll be moved under the strictest controls of temperature and will be stored at a temperature controlled warehouse in the United States. So those tannins are evolving at the same rate as if you had been to the wineries. I can't wait to show these wines. We're going to start showing them this in the next couple of weeks. Telmo, you know what might be really great is if we took a walk a little bit, because you're in the garden, right? Which is really important. You're in the garden of Remelluri, but maybe we could take a little bit of a walk and see some vineyards other than the beautiful pergolas you have there. Because that's not how the vineyards are.
So,
oh wow,
I mean,
yeah, that's gorgeous.
Spoon, you know, always.
Oh yeah, there's Spoon. There's the real star of the show. That's Telmo's dog. Spoon is travels everywhere.
You know, spring in Remelluri is beautiful. You see that, this beautiful work of 50 years without respecting all this area. You can hear the birds. This property is full of insects, birds, and life in the spring is tremendous. I'm going to show you all. What you see the well, this is the pergola that it's at the end. Well, it's more, for the show to walk in the shadow. And look, this is a very nice view. I'm going to start showing you the Valley of Rioja. You see the Valley of Rioja. And this is a very nice place in Remelluri. We are here with the Lady of Remelluri. But you see, when you go around, you see the chapel of Remelluri. Can you see the chapel?
Yeah, yeah, I see it. It's in the background where the
Look,
cypresses are. Yeah, yeah.
yeah, look the vines that start pushing.
Yeah, and the vegetable garden is really important because one of the things that's amazing to visit Remelluri is when we have lunch or dinners with you, everything is coming from this garden. So everything is harvested there. Even I love to tell the story about the salt that comes from a saltwater aquifer. That's an aquifer that's like 20 miles away or 10 miles away in Amurrio, right? Oh wow, okay, it's fava bean season, I guess, right?
No, the most beautiful thing now in Remiri, that is why today I will have in a couple of hours. The best, the
Okay.
best, the best delicacy of Remiri is this. This is look at this. They are the first ones. Look at this. Well,
Yeah.
this is the chickens of Remiri. I take an egg. I take an egg to the chickens, and I go home and I do guisantes with an poached egg. Oh
Wow, look
wow!
at all you have. There's so much greenery everywhere at Remelluri. That's what's so
Yeah.
incredible. The freshness, the fauna. Look at this. It's an incredible landscape.
This is the Toloño is like it's a magic mountain. You see the color of the rocks, so it's pure clay, it's pure calcario, and this is the origin of the best soils from Rioja.
So can you walk out just so we can see the vineyards close to Bologna? Just walk out and show us a little bit of a panorama of some of those vineyards, and then we'll let you go and have your fava beans or your peas and
My
your
piece, yeah.
poached egg, your pea and your poached egg.
My God, I'm dreaming. So
I know. Well, you're dreaming. You just think about us watching you talk about your poached eggs when we hear the chickens in the background.
we are, at the end, Remir is in good hands with us. Remir is in amazing hands with you. But at the end, don't forget that it's very important that we work with the right consumer.
Right.
It's very
Right.
important that you realize how important it is to be a consumer. Consuming well is the most amazing political tool that you have. Can you
Yeah, I
imagine
think I think you're right, Telmo. I think the choice, right, to have the consumers understand that when they make that choice, right, they're making a choice that's about the future of the world, right? Supporting wineries like Remelluri that are invested and have always invested in natural farming where there's no chemicals added, and the ecology is respected and actually potentialized, right? You guys are constantly planting trees, you're constantly really thinking about, what is the future and how do we make this place better?
So this vineyard I'm showing you here is the beginning of the next Remeyuri. That is, and in fact, it's very funny today. That um, this year we decided to start taking off vineyards and replanting properly because we think it's very important in a property like Remeyuri to think in the future. And now my challenge is to plant for the next generation, and so it's the beginning for another life that I think is going to be very, very, very beautiful and very important.
We certainly believe in the project. It's been an incredible, nice little hour running around with you here and seeing the property. And yeah, Telmo, thanks a lot. And listen, I hope
Thank
we get
you.
to see you either in the United States or in Spain sooner than later, right? So,
Good. It was great, Andres. So see you, I hope, soon.
yeah.
So, well, I got some friends waiting for me. So the last view
Okay.
of the valley.
Yeah. Thank
Okay,
you.
Andre.
Thank you. All right.
Thank you
Have
very
a
much.
have a great
Cheers.
lunch. All right.
Yeah, my God, I will tell you. Bye bye.
All
Cheers.
right, send me the notes. Bye bye.
Yeah.
Cheers.